All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Great Teacher Onizuka, episode 39. All right, so
Uehara is in danger.
Yes, and Yoshikawa, like a badass, just jumped in after her. So we have the whole escapade on the island.
Yep.
Onizuka is dealing with an insurrection. And it'll be fun to see what happens next there. And specifically with the character arc involving Yoshikawa and Uehara being brought to where there's some respect coming from Uehara to Yoshikawa. Specifically
that does not involve Onizuka.
Exactly.
Yoshikawa standing on his own.
Exactly. So that's what this seems to be. So this is awesome. So y'all, without further ado, let's get into it. Easy love, easy come, easy go. I wonder what was the first story that involved like kind of the teacher that comes in and gives like the class a little bit of a
I don't know, like, you know,
uses unconventional methods to help them and stuff.
There's stories like that, like Dead Poet Society and whatnot,
but what was the first one?
I have no idea.
Like the first popular one, maybe.
Well, because I think the idea of the love me. The idea of like
kiss me,
the teacher that has an impact on the students, that's something that's just happens in life, you know.
Well, yes, but I'm talking specifically the Onizukas, the do you know how love song goes on?
So she does the stupid thing instead of just, hey, let's walk around on like the top of the cliff, you know.
Right. Wow. Just seeing that again, it's pretty scary though, because even though she might not have gotten injured in the fall, you know, water and stuff, it's the actual potential of the force of the water bringing you back down to be dashed against a rock or something,
or just keeping you trapped under the surface and can't come up for air.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa. Yoshikawa.
He randomly gets Olympic level like swimming.
No. The speed at which he was moving there was not based on his movement. That was where everything was moving.
Sure.
That's what's my point is that Crap. How realistic is that? That is exactly how it is. Helping someone to stop them from drowning is a horrifying experience.
Panic sits in and because of him.
No.
The sun can only be taken so far. Oh my god. It's just getting to the point where I just hate her. Like just nothing else to it, really.
Wait, Yoshikawa, where'd you go?
Oh my god.
Wow. Did she finally just see her life flash before her eyes and realize that
would have killed her?
That would have, you would be dead right now. Because the water's forcing the wind down there really quickly,
Yeah.
No, she's too shocked to care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mother Nature always wins.
Yep, yep.
Wow.
Kanzaki.
The fact that Kanzaki had that, you know, and brought it with her, that's one thing, but... Do it, Kunio.
Yes, do it.
Do it.
Yeah, of course. They
Right.
found this whole, like, they found their way back. Ah! It's the strength of a mother protecting their child.
Exactly.
It's that same kind of thing. Hey, you know the whole attachment after surviving a crazy incident? She can end up falling for him.
Well, I think that's what they're setting up, but the thing is, I don't care about her enough to want that to happen.
It did. Yeah, that's that.
Right.
That's good. If the water's getting colder, that means you're headed closer to the sea. Oh. Yeah.
So that means this might not be a safe place to be.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
それにほら、僕まで怖がっちゃったら、上原さんどんどん心細くなるでしょ。これでも一応男だからさ。この下にトンネルがあるんだ。かすかだけど光も見える。
Oh.
もしかしたら外に通じてるかもしれない。って確かめてくる。
So wait here.
やっぱわざわざここで待つことないんじゃない？寒いしさ。
Just the background moaning of like people just being like, I don't like it.
張っててやっから安心しなって。意外と気小せえのな。
Ah, what'd you say? Is that a big admission? Oh my gosh. This is great. This is great. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. All right. Sweet. I mean, yeah.
That'll totally result in Onizuka finding them.
ちょっとまだなの？どうしたわけ？
Aw, it's the nicest she's been to him. So
Yeah.
he's not around.
There we go.
Yeah.
She's gonna start to freak out. Like, really freak out, though.
死んじゃったかと思ったじゃない。
出口だ。出口が見つかったんだよ。この先だよ。
Oh, but you have to hold your breath
Yeah.
for a long time.
1分くらい潜っていけば。
A minute! A minute! Oh my god!
That's terrifying, because at that point you can't go back, you know, unless you can hold your breath for 2 minutes, so... That's... Oh.
Oh wait, but if the wave comes, it could actually help. It could push them through faster.
Oh. The wave's coming, so they need to go now.
You need to go now.
できるよ。信じて。
Help kick at least, Uehara.
Yeah.
Okay, she's not really helping. I mean,
The fact that he's needing to tow her, like... Yeah.
she should focus on holding her breath. Crap.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, she's slack.
Oh, man,
She blacked
that's
out.
not good. That's not good. Wow. Okay.
Oh, dang.
誰か泣いてる。お兄ちゃん。
Oh.
どうしてあんちゃんに意地悪するの？あんちゃん何も悪いことしてないよ。
Yeah, hurt people hurt people.
お人形返して。
Oh, and he looks kind of like Yoshikawa.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, he kind of does. Oh. And it's a trickle down thing, yep.
Yep.
The dad bullies the boy bullies the sister. Oh, and the words he's saying echoes in her head.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
It's very simple, but
yep,
it's effective. It's a big age gap too. It's like she can't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa, did he do it?
Wow.
You have to pilot the Ava.
Get in the robot, Yoshikawa.
Yeah.
Uehara will give you sexual favors if you do, right?
She's fine. Oh.
Alright.
Oh, this is where the treasure is.
Yeah, probably.
What? Ah!
I think this is the most ridiculous thing that Onizuka has ever done. No, that's an ordinance.
Yeah. I've got Onizuka sickness, no emotions. What is he holding?
A bomb.
It's a bomb, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh. But there is treasure.
There is actual treasure there.
Wait. Yeah, right.
No way.
Onizuka dead. Just
yeah. That's the end of the show.
There it is. Roll credits. Ah! Yeah, what are you gonna say something? Yeah.
Oh! The vice principal!
Wow.
Watch,
Please identify the
Onizuka's gonna give... Oh, okay. Thought they were gonna have Onizuka give mouth to mouth, but okay.
His rage and his anger kept him alive.
Yep, that's right.
He's truly a Sith Lord. The animation on his body just makes me going like
wonderful. He just like turned to paper all
yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god, that was okay. That was funny.
That was good.
That was a good gag.
Was good.
That was a good gag.
Yeah. And now this opening again.
You mean the ending?
Ending, yeah. The sound, the song, like, the song is cool too, but it's so like, specifically at like the high pitched parts.
Yeah.
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 So they blew up the treasure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no one's gonna be a billionaire.
Right.
Which is hilarious because they had to actually showcase that, yeah, there was some stuff there.
Yep.
But no, Onizuka blew up a bomb. Now, that was a World War II bomb,
but
because they're in Okinawa, and those islands were, attacked by, U.S. forces and stuff, and then, so that was not a small bomb. That was it's actually a decent bomb.
But it wasn't a modern bomb.
No, it wasn't a modern bomb, of course not.
And if there's any legit reason why Onizuka is still alive other than Onizuka power, it's that. Okay.
All right, so we solved this whole thing. We have Yoshikawa. Oh, yeah, showing off not only his courage in the face of danger and fear, but also his badassery with regards to holding his breath for more than a minute.
Yep.
I can't hold my breath for more than like 40 seconds underwater.
Right, and the thing is,
that's nuts.
There's a big difference with like holding your breath when you're not in the water, holding your breath in the water, and holding your breath in the water while swimming and dragging someone else. Because that's the real like craziness of it all. Because swimming like while carrying someone else that's dead weight or worse, struggling, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Not easy.
I'm going to chalk it up to basically that there were currents in the water that helped Yoshikawa be even more awesome.
Yeah. And
that makes sense.
And maybe level. Also the adrenaline factor of the fact that they were going to die if that didn't happen. Yeah.
And the fear of death puts a lot of power in the human body.
That's right.
Yeah. So here we have Uehara somewhat redeemed. Because we now understand a little bit more of where she came from. Yes. She came from the household of a kind of a trickle-down bully dynamic. Right. We have the father who is not pleased with the way the son's performing in school. Yeah. So there's a very performance-based mentality in the school, in the household, that results in actual abuse, like some kind of actual abuse that is something that
not just verbal and emotional, but
then it goes down from the son because he has to vent his frustrations out. The only one who's weaker than him around him is his sister, which is really sad because you see this in a lot of times in, I would say, family dynamics where the youngest either ends up getting all the best parts of the older ones, or can sometimes get all the negatives of the older ones because they're at the mercy. They're at the mercy. Yeah, exactly. They get it all essentially. And there's this as an older sibling myself, I it always breaks my heart because you really feel for the youngest one because they really are a victim in this whole situation here. Like there's no power. They have no power in this whole setup here, especially given that a parent, someone who you should be relying on for safety and trust and all that, is bullying one of the kids, means that they probably have
they don't have anyone to turn to.
Well yes, I meant, but that means that the parent has no sympathy probably for the daughter, which is messed up on a whole nother level. So
especially when it's her Oni-chan.
And they actually showcase little other connective things, like the words that the dad used being the things that she echoes and uses against Yoshikawa.
Because,
and they have Yoshikawa drawn in the same way as the brother.
And the brother having like the nondescript face, but like the same like hair color and style. That was. They could have just had it be that, she was bullied, by people in her family and stuff like that. So therefore she does it too. But they gave an additional reason of why she picks on Yoshikawa specifically so much.
Because he reminds her of her.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and he reminds her of her brother.
Yes,
whom she hates. Whom,
Yeah, I think that's the subconscious part. The subconscious part is he looks like the brother. Yeah. Yeah, but I think the conscious reason is that he is weak. He's weaker than her. So it's a
it's a way for her to make her feel good about herself and to make her feel strong because she put someone else down. But I think the whole thing of taking the father's insults to the older brother and using them against Yoshikawa is a straight up thing that she always wishes maybe that she could fight back because against her brother, because while she loved her brother, there's also all the stuff that her brother was doing, so that that's a lot of conflicting emotions and stuff right there. So the fact that she uses those insults specifically against Yoshikawa, I would say, is no coincidence.
Oh, totally. My thing was, I was just trying to emphasize that I think that there is a separation between the parts that have her targeting Yoshikawa that are conscious and subconscious, and generally speaking, the thing that most people hate is themselves. Right. They don't really hate other people. So whenever they see someone that's a perfect picture of themselves, it drives that even more. So I would say that the initial driving to bullying Yoshikawa is just that he was vulnerable. He was a target.
Right.
It's why she doesn't bully everyone in the school. Like, we don't see her bullying, Kunio. Like, Kunio might be an easy target for certain types of bullying, but Yoshikawa's way easier.
Right. Well, because, and Kunio will fight back. Like, okay, sure. Like, he might have trouble, the mom might be a soft spot. But
the point is that Yoshikawa is the easiest target. Then I think the conscious thing about that is that when she's actually continuing to bully him and actually getting into it and stuff, I think she's consciously aware that he reminds her of her at that point. I think that it's almost a subconscious coincidence that they look similar. It's like there's a myriad number of factors that are obviously in play here, and I can't really assign too much value with certainty, but I would say that there is a clear parallel drawn between him and her that is like those lines of dialogue where she's like, why doesn't he fight back? Like, why doesn't he do that? That's her being angry at herself, being like, why didn't I fight back then?
Yeah.
And so she's in some ways, she's trying to teach herself a lesson in an own twisted way by being like, if I bully him enough, he'll eventually fight back because that's what people do. Oh, wait, no, they don't.
Right.
Because I didn't.
Yeah, no, they just end up...
Oh, now that pisses me off even more because he's acting exactly like my weak self did. And
Right. It's the thing where Uehara is not able to process her emotions very well. Probably because of,
Horribly.
Like, painfully so.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of reasons for that, with everything that happened with her family and and all that stuff, and that she feels like she has to be the bad bitch at the high school so that no one else bullies her, and that way she has her entourage of people that do whatever she says, but then even then they question her because
it's a ring of protection.
Exactly. So then
Onizuka getting muzzled though, that was hilarious. You gotta wonder, like, on some level, is Kanzaki gonna turn into some kind of dominatrix, when she's older or stuff like that?
I mean, one might say that she already has.
She already kind of has. That's true.
Like she had that get up.
Oh yeah.
Like she brought it on a school trip.
She could have made it though. Like she could have taken someone's pack with the leather straps. She could have. Sure. It's a piece of wood in his mouth, so it's not like not like something else that people put. Anyways,
okay, that's
and I could see the tail being made as well. But maybe she came up with this idea at the very least.
Maybe that's just how she managed to smuggle it into school and stuff, because she just had it be a bunch of other things that she later assembles. Oh
my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was just so over the top, and then Onizuka has this greed power surge of energy of adrenaline, realizing a treasure 2 billion, and he just charges. It lets you grit those teeth, punches a hole through a dimension, and arrives at their destination. He knows where they are. He knows how to punch through a rock wall,
and who knows how thick that rock wall was. But
he was hulked out on some kind of freak energy. That's why he survived the bomb blast.
Well, and also he might actually be a sub. So he was also getting turned on by what Kanzaki was doing. So it's the power of the boner, the power of greed, and the power of just Onizuka
saving his student,
plotness, and saving his student.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of energies that are combining.
Yeah, it's Mother Bear, that's horny bear, and
greedy,
and really hungry, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
So you get all that energy pent up, and
it's quite a concoction.
It is. And then he dragged Kanzaki the whole way there.
Yeah, bites through the gagging piece. Yeah.
Hey, as far as spectacle silliness goes, it's awesome. Yeah. But the best spectacle of silliness was the vice principal.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, everything of that before that, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, and he's got the fish in his mouth, cool, Yeah. But then he just wakes up and starts running, and it's like, of course he is, and he's just running, and they're all talking, and running. And then just
flops down. It was just
that was the best.
It was just so perfect, because you get this picture of him being like the Denethor, just just running, and instead of being like Denethor where he just runs indefinitely, like
right, and then
unrealistically, but no,
uh-huh.
it's just the then just instantly just drops.
And it wasn't just that he like just dropped straight down, it's that he kind of like dropped sideways, like he did this like
legs, body, everything, just like
just all of a sudden he went slack,
and he's like, I'm done. I'm done. But yeah, silly episode. Yoshikawa and Uehara have now survived this crazy encounter together. Uehara is somewhat attracted to him now.
Yep. And now, is that an Oni-chan complex? Who knows? Because at least it's at the very least subconscious.
No, I think this is what it is.
What?
Remember how I said that he reminds her of herself? Mm-hmm. She saw herself now break out of the bullying, basically be free from that. Yeah. So in some ways, I think she's attracted to, in some ways, the idealized version of herself getting freed from that. So it's dysfunctional in a certain way.
Oh yeah, I mean,
but it's a different kind of dysfunction.
Storm of emotional.
Right. It's not. Mess. I wouldn't say it's an Oni-chan kind of thing. I would say it's primarily the heightened emotion from surviving the encounter. And she's probably not going to necessarily act on these emotions in any dramatic way unless they follow up with this in the future as being an actual storyline.
4 episodes left.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I think it's a guarantee that Uehara will always act in a dramatic way. But yes, whether she'll actually
Okay.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that like I think that it makes sense that she would not only fall for him from the sense of we survived a crazy encounter together,
and alone,
I can't not be kind of excited with the idea of seeing you who saved me just being nearby. But also I think he showed in some ways that he was better than just Yoshikawa, you know.
Right.
He was more than that.
In some ways, he just showed that he wasn't weak.
That too.
Yeah, and I'm glad that they did this. I was excited when they seemed to suggest this kind of stuff back when Onizuka needed to raise the money, and Yoshikawa brought out the life savings and everything, and and then that prompted her to also be like, okay, here's a credit card. The limit's this. I'm gonna report it stolen in 2 hours. That I also really liked it. I just hope that if they give us any more with Uehara, that maybe dial the sun just a little bit down. Yeah. And maybe up the dere a little bit. But
I think they will.
Yeah.
I think they will. But yeah. All right.
Good episode. Fun episode.
Yeah, fun episode. Yeah. So, y'all, if you want to see the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us about stories or just be involved in part of the community. We got all kinds of wacky people there. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.